Hello, it's going live now. It's Paul here, Paul Anderson, live for the lounge here at the Mainsick and Craigie just outside Tarland. This is the 8th concert during the coronavirus pandemic, so we're obviously needing only concerts, but here we are going international for the Howicramar. So it's nice to be here doing something that they usually have a few folk look in, so if you are looking in, let us ken where you are, where you're getting in touch with, and folk are usually pretty good about that, and we do have quite a few regulars looking in, so say hello. We'll have a few of our regular items, such as what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Let's hear your guesses, your ideas. Realistically, you haven't got a snowball's hope in hell of finding out, but you might be lucky. We've had nobody get bang on, a few quite close in the previous weeks, but that's popular. And of course, we've got the guess the dram. Fitzafisky. So yeah, take a good look, folks. You're not gonna taste. But if you've got an educated palate in whiskey, you might be able to tell by the colour what it is. There'll be certainly some whiskies that you take a look at that and you'll think, oh, it's definitely not that. But realistically, that's going to be a bit of a guess as well. So we're going to start with a medley of tunes. So Shona's here as well. She was just checking the stream to see if it was going live. But here's Shona again.
Hello.
And we're going to start with a medley. The first tune is called Hoghton House. And Hoghton House is at Afford, so it's about 15 minutes drive from here, about 15 miles away.
But ironically, we had to go all the way to Ireland to learn it.
Well, aye, that is true. It seems an unlikely story to learn a tune so close to home for there, but we were playing in Ireland, and a good pal, great fiddler, great Ferment fiddling dynasty, the Kellys from Dublin, John Kelly played it, and it just about played it at every session we was at, and so we picked it up, and I think he called it Ach Doon or Achen Doon House or something like that.
No, Ochdoon House.
Ochdoon House, and I couldn't think of that. I had never heard of it, and it turns out it's Hoghton House, and I can't remember the guy's name. Mitchell was his last name, and he wrote the tune, and James Scott Skinner wrote variations, kind of really fancy, complicated variations.
It's funny because I have never seen it in a music book anywhere. But Jean and Gordon Simpson, hello if you're watching, Laura and Sarah's mum and dad. Jean and Gordon gave us some music before lockdown happened, and one of the sheets of it was sheets of the music was Hoghton House. So quite interesting.
Anyway, we're going to go into another march called D. Morrison's Seven Thistles by James Scott Skinner. Miss Lyle and the drummer to finish.
Guys, tune up really quick.
Just so as you can, dressed up once again, got the full regalia on.
I've got a nice dress on and it's got pockets.
Yeah, so one of these nights, you never can, I might be just sitting in my pants. Underpants. If you're in America, you'd be thinking you'd normally be sitting in your pants, but you would never know. So anyway, here we go. 2, 3. Well, it came first, chicken or the egg. Was it the piper on Dundee or was it the drummer?
When I was in Denmark, donkeys ago, it's also, I think it might be a Danish tune as well.
It's a Scottish tune.
It's known in Denmark.
Definitely Scottish.
There's lots of folk
knows,
looking
who
in.
knows?
I'm going to scoot off and write down all the hellos.
Aye, so Shona's going to go and lead me for a minute. I'll play some stuff, and she'll be on a switchboard. We'll say she'll be picking on any mentions or guesses. Of course, we've got.
What's in the box? 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 What's in the box?
What's in the box? So obviously that's absolutely no help whatsoever. Although it's going to be able to fit in the box, so it's obviously not going to be a car engine or a battery or a car battery or a tyre. So, so there's that, and also the other weekly favourite, what kind of whisky is that? And now it's not lager nor brandy or anything like that, it's definitely whisky, but what kind of whisky? So fire in your guesses, because it will be a guess unless you've got an educated eye, and we'll see how we get on. So now, first solo piece I'm going to play myself is a tune that I was requested to play by Sonia Webster last week, and this is a tune I wrote in America at the end of last year. We go to Virginia fairly regular, Greene County up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Ann Dye might be looking in. If you are, hello Ann, but if you're not, well, you want to hear that. But where we were biding was a place called Lydia Mountain, and it's for the Swift Run Gap crosses the Blue Ridge Mountains into the Shenandoah Valley, and it's beautiful countryside. And actually it's very like D-side. If you're driving towards Braemar from Ballater and you look south to across the Dee, the hills, it looks very, very like that. And of course there's lots of Aberdeen Angus cattle there as well, so feel really at home. So I wrote this tune last year, and it's just called On Lydia Mountain, and I suppose I was trying to write a tune that sounded a wee bit old-timey, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone else, because I haven't got the knowledge to know if it is another tune. I don't think it is, although it's definitely got a feel of stuff I've heard. So let's see a go, and I played this for a while. So On Lydia Mountain. So it was meant to sound like an old time Appalachian tune, which of course actually would have been heavily influenced by fiddle music from Scotland and Ireland, anyway, in England, British Isles generally. So there was a huge amount of Scots-Irish, they're called, but Ulster Scots, so there was a huge amount of them settled in that area, so they certainly brought their music and their whisky and their Presbyterianism with them, and that's where the name of hillbilly comes from, because being from Ulster, and of Ulster Scots extraction, they would have been supporters of King William or King Billy, and so they were hillbillies because they lived in the hills, and their supporters they were Presbyterian. So there you go, a wee bit of history, not of my nation, but certainly North American. So there's that tune there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it didn't offend anybody by trying to be something that I'm not. So I'm going to move on now and play another request. But first, Shona has got something to ask.
No, I've got a few hellos and
a few hellos.
guesses.
Okay.
Can I say?
Of course you can.
Leah Roswell is in Bucky watching tonight.
Hello, Bucky.
Tommy and Sonia Webster in Huntley. You just played
hello.
that tune
Just for you, Sonia.
She says thank you very much. A huge thanks. Lorelei Bach is tuning in Pennsylvania again.
The Minister.
Sandy Thompson up in Dingwall.
Hello,
Sandy.
Dingwall.
If you get a chance, check out Sandy's social distancing diaries on Facebook. They're brilliant.
They are very entertaining.
He's raising some money as well, so have a look in. Alison McDonald in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah. Hello, Alison.
Gordon Calder in Udney. Bonnie Udney.
Wouldn't he?
Harry Lash in the Lowlands.
Lowlands, that's
Holland.
That's Netherlands.
Not like Lowlands here. Shona Robertson down in Tarland is watching. Ian Russell in Aberdeen. Ian and Norma, hello to you. Ted Cremar and your Northumberland relations are tuning in.
Good stuff.
Peter Headland over in Sweden.
Skull.
Alan and Rona Taylor in Afford. Tim Eady had a look in. Said he was enjoying it. George Davidson is watching as well.
Dodd, one of my pupils there.
Bill Anderson Jr. in Nashville.
Oh, good stuff.
Mike Thompson says he doesn't recognise you without your panda face.
The panda's hiding. He's in the cupboard.
Jean Daniel Hurdle Hurdle is watching from San Antonio.
Hello, I said hello to Jean earlier and said I'll look in by and we'll get a mention. So Jean, nice to hear from you.
Yeah, Sue Taylor is watching in North Ronaldsay in Orkney. That's cool.
Gosh, you get Wi-Fi up there.
Yeah, Sandy and Agnes Leggett are watching as
Sandy
well.
and Agnes.
Joe and Pat Aitken and Kerry Muir. Kieran Bingham is watching again. Sally Day Butler over in Florida. Mary Miles in Southern California. Kate and Jim Taylor in Garlogie.
Carlerley.
And Margaret Stewart. Wonderful Gaelic singer.
Right, so after that long list, that's it, folks. Good night. We'll see you next week.
I've got a few guesses as well. For
a few guesses, okay.
So for What's in the Box?
What's in the box?
Tracy Adelsey thinks it might be beads.
Okay.
And Shona Robertson thinks matches.
No.
Whiskey guesses.
Whiskey.
Gordon Skinner thinks Ardmore.
Nope.
Mike Thompson, Glenfiddich. Charlie Ritchie, Glenfarclas. Shona Robertson, Glenlivet.
Nope.
Alison McDonald thinks a bottle of Jack Daniels that you took back from the States.
Come on, behave yourself.
Nicola Mitchell thinks Glengeary.
Nope.
Daria Muir thinks Bowmore. And Gillian Needham thinks Jura.
Okay. Well, there are good guesses. But keep on guessing. All will be revealed at the end. So here we go. This is something a bit more local. So local that I wrote it. So this is a tune that I was requested, although I can't mind who asked me. But it doesn't matter, I'll play it for whoever requested it. This is a tune called The Bloody Field of Culloden.
It was David Curry.
David Curry asked for it. Oh, well, David, this is for you. And it was written the night after I'd been recording it in Inverness, and I was finished early afternoon, and I thought on the way back to Tarland I would pop in by the Culloden battlefield and just see the place. I've been there many times. Very atmospheric. A lot of folk find it quite moving without even going into the visitor centre, which is excellent. They find the place has a real atmosphere, and the weather was, well, I would say it was similar to how I imagine it was in the day, because the Jacobites who got the worst of it that day, they said the driving rain was blowing right into their faces off the Murray Firth. So it was a day very like that. So when I come home, I really had a strong sense of how it might have been, and I wrote this tune called the Bloody Field of Culloden. I'm not going to say any more about the battle, but easy to find information. Go and Google it and you'll find everything you need to ken. The last thing I'm going to say is, though, and I've had conversations with Polly and Murray about this, and we are both fairly adamant that the Jacobite numbers are probably fairly accurate as regards casualties. We're pretty well convinced and pretty sure that the Hanoverian numbers are fairly well underestimated, because usually get about 50 casualties, but I think that is just nonsense. It's a bit of spin, I think, we reckon it's between 300 and 400, more likely, because Barrel's regiment just ceased to exist. Anyway, we'll never ken. So here it is, the bloody field of Culloden. The bloody field of Culloden. So I'm going to play a Strathspey reel next. These are both my own compositions. The first is dedicated to the chief of the clan Fachersons. That's Captain Alwyn Facherson, who is on this very day 101 years old. So as well as being the chief of the Facherson clan, he's the president and honorary chieftain of the Ballater Highland Games, and he's an absolute gentleman. Huge amount of affection and respect for him. He's an amazing chap, so wish him many happy returns. And I'm going to play the tune I wrote for him last year to celebrate his 100th birthday, and it was played at a clan gathering event in Braemar at the new pavilion there, which is a beautiful building. Once this lockdown is finished, come and see us over here, and well worth going to see Braemar. Lots to see up there, and the new pavilion is fantastic. I'm going to follow that with a tune called Car na Chuim, which is a Gaelic, and it's the battle slogan of the Facherson clan, and it just means the cairn of remembrance, and it's about a mile east of Balmoral Castle, just doing it on the banks of the River Dee below, it's known as the Rock of Command, and it's a cairn that represents, each stone is a Facherson clansman that didn't come back from battle, because they would pick up a stone out the river, put it in a cairn, and anybody who didn't come back didn't retrieve their stone, and the stones that were left were put on the big cairn. And so what you've got there, that's a pile of stones that represent dead clansmen. So it's Car na Chuim to finish. But before I start, Shona's got a few things she wants to say.
I've got a few more hellos to say.
Okay.
Bill Strang in Drumoak is watching.
Hello, Bill.
Lynn Finch in North Carolina.
Hello.
Rolf and Max here.
Oh, hello boys, how you doing?
Jane Kramer is watching.
Oh, Jane.
Yeah, brilliant songwriter and singer. Ewan Henderson, fiddle Ewan Henderson.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, nice to see you all. I can't see you. But
Bob Minaj over in Tilly.
Bob Minaj, right, Bob.
Victoria Hancock is watching.
Hello, Victoria.
Paul Gray from Lunfannon, you went to school with him.
Yes, I did. Hello, Paul. How you doing? It's been a while.
Sheena and Alistair are neighbours. Sheena and Alistair Scott, just over the park.
Doing it at the Milliken Craigie. Hello.
And Noel, now how do you say Noel's last name?
Relia.
Relia. They are watching, but they're saving it
They're saving it.
They're saving it to listen to when they're having their takeout dinner tonight. They're in the States, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so we've got a few more what's in the box guesses.
Alright, hold on.
What's in the box? 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 Oh, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
Okay, so Gordon Calder thinks it's a trombone.
For a Lilliputian, maybe.
Yeah.
It's no Ross trombone, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You never get that in there.
Gregor Lane thinks it's a drop of Maydew.
No,
Rolf,
it's all dried up a day, I'm afraid.
Rolf Hare thinks it might be cufflinks.
No.
Joe Aitken thinks a Lee's snowball.
A fit?
Lee's snowball. Nothing but
It's a biscuity.
nothing but tonics in this house, Joe, I'm afraid.
And we've got two loons here, and I can tell you there's virtually no biscuits left. They keep disappearing at an incredible rate. I can't believe that I was ever like that at my mum and
I
dad's.
wish it was a snowball, I really do. And Uncle Tommy thinks it could be the copyright to the Blankety Blank theme tune.
No, I'm awaiting a phone call for the BBC about that, but no, but I think they're too worried.
There's a few more whiskey guesses.
Whiskey guesses. Yeah.
Ewan Henderson thinks it might be Dalmore.
Okay.
Ted Cramar thinks Loch Nagard. Tracy Adelsey, Bruch Laddie.
No.
Ian Russell, Balvenie Doublewood. I think Ian said that last week. I think he's...
Ian usually has about 5 guesses,
Yeah.
usually which are all wrong.
Anne Gray thinks it might be Lagavulin.
Okay.
And Jonathan Finlay thinks Loch Nagard. Surprisingly, there's hardly been any doubles. Actually.
No.
I mean that there's not any doubles as in...
Might be bigger than a double, actually, but
you know, you're all guessing quite different ones.
yeah, it's just really a big long list of Scotch whiskies. It should be getting money for the distillery board or something for promotion, but anyway. So, Strathspey and Real Captain Alwyn Fackerson of Invercald and Carnachwim to follow. They didn't really go together, but I've put them together because it's Alwyn's birthday. But we'll do what we can. And I've also got to look at the music for this scene. Right, on that note, we're going to get me out the seat and Shona's going to come and sing a few songs for you. I am going to go and get onto the switchboard and see how many bits and pieces are coming in. So, Shona Donaldson.
Okay, cool. I've just got a few other wee things to say. We've got some more guesses for what's in the box. Where did we get to? Jamie Bowers thinks it might be something from outdoors. Alison MacDonald thinks a cork from a bottle of Jack Daniels. Ian Murray thinks a cotton reel. Matt Milne thinks it could be a double entendre. And Ian Murray, Paul, thinks in the box it could be the hind legs of a sea trout.
No.
So some more whiskey guesses. Jonathan Finlay, did I say Jonathan Finlay? I thought it was Loch Nagard, I think I did. Jamie Bowers, Glen Murray, because it's still on special in the copy, I think. Jane Roberts thinks it might be Lefroy. Kate Taylor, Kate and Jim think it might be 12-year-old Pulteney, 12-year-old Old Pulteney. Joe Aitken thinks maybe Tam Navulin, and Sandy Thompson thinks it might be Talisker. So there you go. I'm not telling you whether you're right or wrong. I'm going to need just a wee tune for the couple of songs that I'm going to sing. It's songs, I'm doing 4 songs tonight, and you'll be happy to hear that I am revisiting my song from the musicals, so I'm going to be finishing off with a song from a musical. But I thought for the other 3 songs, I would sing something that has the month of May in it, because we are now in the 1st of May. I hope you all washed your face in the May morning dew this morning. I wasn't out my bed in time, I'm afraid. But this is a song that I don't sing it at all. I've known it for years and years and years, and I think the first person I ever heard singing it was Keith Coburn from Huntly. Keith was a great stalwart of the traditional music scene in Huntly and in the northeast, in fact. And he's very much missed, but he really was very encouraging to me when I first started. Sorry, Paul was just closing the door there. I think we need some WD-40 for it. Keith was really encouraging to me when I first started, and he was kind of one of the organisers of the Huntly Folk Club. And it's a song that I think I heard him singing first, and it wasn't until I actually listened to one of Derry Farrell's CDs that he sings it as well, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start singing that because it's a lovely song. It's an Irish song, and it's called Galway Shawl. I'm sure a lot of you know it, so I'll give it a bash. A Torran moor in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome, her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was the Galway shawl. We kept on walking, she kept on talking, till her father's cottage came into view. She said, "Come in, sir, and meet my father, and play to please him the foggy dew." She sat me down beside the hearthstone. I could see her father, he was 6 foot tall, and soon her mother had the kettle singing, but all I could think of was the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was the Galway shawl. I played the blackbird, the stack of barley, Rodney's glory, and the foggy dew. She sang each note like an Irish linnet, and tears were in her eyes of blue. 'Twas early, early, all in the morning, I hit the road for old Donegal. She said goodbye, sir. She cried and kissed me, but my heart remains with the Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint or powder, no, none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was the Galway shawl. There you go.
Some
Paul, I think, had to go and just give the boys a wee bit of a rage in there. I don't know if you heard it. I could hear him speaking from here. I don't know.
Got one or two notifications. In fact, there's quite a few who've come in. Is it Helen Guisan from New Zealand?
Oh,
our family are through the borders. So hello, that's furthest afield so far.
Yep.
Ian Murray thinks it might be a cotton reel.
Yep.
Rolf here says, "Are you for real?" Yes, Rolf. Yes, I am. And Harry Lash for the Netherlands, he says he was actually born in the Highlands, but he lives in a village called Hoogland, which actually means Highland. And the highest mountain thereabouts is 300 metres. So I guess that's fairly high for the Netherlands, right enough. So.
Right, cool. So I am going to do one more song, and I mentioned that I've got a theme to tonight, which is the month of May. There's so many songs that you could choose. In fact, the very first song that I ever learnt was I Roved Out on a one May morning early, but I'm not going to sing that. I'm going to sing a song that doesn't mention May, but mentions something that usually happens in May. I think I might have sung this on one of the Live from the Living Rooms before. I'm saying Live from the Living Room. Paul says Live from the Lounge. I think we're not posh enough to have a lounge. We've got a living room.
That's what's on the label.
But if I've sung it before, you'll just have to forgive me. It's a Bothy ballad called Sleepy Tune, and the very first line is, "It happened at last Whitsunday." And Whitsunday is the 7th Sunday after Easter. So it's usually in May, sometimes in June. This year it is the 31st of May. So there you go, that's your bit of trivia for tonight. So join in the chorus, very, very easy, not even proper words. Airi arati adi an, airi arati an. It happened at last Whitsuntime, I tired o' my place, and I get up to inch to fame a fortune for to chase, and sing airi arati adi an, sing airi arati an. I met and we had a child to feel we did presume. He's a fair man in Kennethmont, and he bides at Sleepy Tune, and sing airi arati adi an, sing airi arati an. If you and I agree, says he, you'll hae the fairest pay. For I never bid my servants work above 10 hours a day, and sing airi arati adi an, sing airi arati an. If I be true you tell to me, I think the place would suit. Good faith, I think I'll gang with you, though you're an ugly brute, and sing airi arati adi an, sing airi arati an. 'Twas on a Monday morning I get hame to Sleepy Tune, and I ranked a son good order for to lie his turnips doon, and sing airi arati adi an, sing airi arati an. I was sent to drive the dung like wise many barn owls, but soon the rain it did come on, and the order come to louse, and sing airi arati adi an, sing airi arati an. The rain it still increased, The sun was at the mill for meal, all that a Mitchell said our bellies for to fill, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. The rain it soon went over and the day began to break, and Ernie's starters were to scrape our dinners fae the socks, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. Well, ne'er refuse your orders, whate'er you bid us do, but to eat the scrapings o' your socks is a thing we'll never do, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. The order was to bed at 9 and never leave the tune, and for the very time we left it we'd be fine to half a croon, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. Now she was fine monies a time but never lost the heart, and I myself was fined £1 for turning our a cared, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. We never heeded a damn, but aye we took the pass, sometimes to buy tobacco and sometimes to court a lass, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. But now the term had come at last, the trifle safely won, and we'll ha' want a rainy muir to hae ourselves some fun, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. And fin we're out in a fard, we'll gar the Glasgow roon, and we'll tell them all the usage that we got at Sleepy Toon, and sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. And maybe I'll see all the dummy at just at his dish apparos, and I'll gie him a hanky for the dish to snockery. No, sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. Sing Heidi Harity Haddy, and sing Heidi Harity Ann. Oh, thank you, Paul. We got some more guesses.
Yeah, there's a few folk looking in and a
Okay.
few guesses. Anna Daly, Helena Dixon, Catherine Smeaton says beautiful, Karen Fraser lovely, Gillian Needham perfect, Rolf says out of this world, and he also thinks it might be poker dice. No. Sandy Thompson says it's the best version of the Galway shawl ever.
Oh, that's lovely.
Kim Wood says hello. Toby Webster, fantastic, he says. Doug Stewart, lovely. Isabel Smith's there looking in for Queen's New York
Yes.
fiddler and Scottish country dancer. Emma Bingham, Margaret Anthony, Mike Thompson thinks it's earrings in the box. Da-da-da, da-da-da, and John Dixon is there as well.
Well, funny you're saying earrings. Can you see my earrings tonight? Wait a minute. I'm so proud of these. I don't know if you can see them. I made them all by myself. I'm just showing off a wee bit because I'm really proud of them. I did it with resin. I've been busy doing stuff with resin, so that's quite exciting. I made two pairs of earrings, and they go really nice with my dress. So I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to wear them tonight. Little bits of danglers. So, right. Paul, are you going to come and do something?
What are you doing?
No, I've got two to do.
Was that it? I
Yeah.
thought you were doing 4. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Paul's.
Kirsty Webster, your cousin,
Oh, hey,
is
Kirsty.
watching.
Congratulations to my cousin Kirsty Webster, who finished up 4 years of uni this week. She had her last exam, so congratulations, Kirsty. We'll see what she's going to do next. Ooh. Right, you're going to come back?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right. Sorry, I was totally not watching. I was too busy looking at folk sending stuff in. I thought Shona was doing 4, so I was in a wee world of my own. So where am I now? Right, let's have a look. Okay. Right, a couple of my own tunes. The first one is for a mate of mine. This is for Jay here. Jay's from Wales originally, but his adult life up until he came out was spent with the Royal Marines, and Jay is one of the leading lights at the local charity Horseback UK, doing it and they raise money for servicemen that have been injured, and they rehabilitate servicemen that have been injured. And that can be lots of different things. That could be lost limbs. It could be, mental problems with the things that you've seen and had to go through. So he's a great guy. He certainly did a couple of tours at Afghanistan. I think he was injured more than once, but the last time there was a hidden device that blew up the Land Rover we're in, and he was extremely badly injured, but he's an absolute inspiration as a guy and a good pal. So I wrote this tune for Jay. It's got Corporal here of the Royal Marines, and then the tune that follows that is for Shona's granny and granda, and that was written for their 60th wedding anniversary. Was that 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Forget, but it's got the Diamond Special because Shona's granny got to pick the name, and she likes the Orange Blossom Special. So Special come in there, and it was for their diamond wedding, so she wanted it to be called the Diamond Special. So a couple of marches. Sorry, apologies there, the screen went dead, we lost connection. Yeah. I dinna ken if two little rascals are up the stairs on their Wi-Fi or something, I'm not very sure, but could be, but anyway.
It's back now anyway.
It's back now anyway, so that was quick. So, Shona's got a couple of things, come in.
Yep, a couple of hellos, Terry Stenbach in Denmark.
Hello, a fantastic guitar player by the way.
He's a friend of Peter.
Yeah,
Headlands.
yeah, plays with Peter.
Chris Caldwell.
Chris, how you doing? Great singer, baron player as well.
Matt and Grace Donaldson.
Hello, Matt and Grace.
Dorian Melvin Wood. Watching. Anna Townsend Wyatt. Hi, Anna.
Anna.
And Diane and Donald Lunan.
Oh, hello, how you doing? A bit Davney.
Yep. Ian Russell thinks the whiskey might be Glenglassaugh.
Nope.
And we've got a few more what's in the boxes. What's in the box? 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 What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So Paul Gray thinks it might be a hamster.
No.
Sonia Webster, peas for planting.
No, they're all planted.
David Curry thinks it might be a puddock.
No, puddock, or for those who are nae fae Aberdeenshire, a puddock is a frog. So no, nae frogs.
Emma Bingham thinks it might be turf.
Nope.
Joe Aitken, seed tatties.
No.
And Grace Donaldson thinks it could be a seed tatty or insects.
Oh, so there's a gardener's theme going on there. Although I have been, I'm part of my problem this week is I've been digging. I put down slabs, and anybody who saw the evidence will agree. It wasn't the most professional job, but I had the data myself, so I was very pleased with my results. But anyway, yeah, gardening is a good theme this week, and I'll be back to make more digging tomorrow because I've got to make some space for my tatties and inging sets. So
yeah, thank you very much, Shirley Fuchs, who sent us her inging sets.
So I couldn't get inging sets, but Shirley managed to send us some of the post. First time I've ever had inging sets posted to me, but that's okay. It was a very welcome arrival.
So hello to Shirley.
So Doreen and Melvin said hello there, and the next tune is actually for them. It was a request for a tune. Now last year, it seems very exotic, but the family, Shona and the boys and myself, spent a few nights at their house in Portsoy, and we had a lovely time. Was up and down the coast, seeing various places. And so I wrote a tune when I was there. And Portsoy is a beautiful harbour, old harbour, and it was also used as the setting for the modern version of Whiskey Galore, which came out a few years ago. And actually, I was in it.
Along with Fergie McDonald.
Along with Fergie McDonald and some real, well, I mean, it was just a cameo role at the end, but I was in it. But it was set in Portsoy, and Portsoy looks absolutely brilliant for that. But really enjoyed our time there. And Doreen said, would I play the tune I wrote? Now, I have to set the music up because I haven't really played it since then. So I had a quick look and I think it might be alright. But this is Bonnie Portsoy for you. go. Bonnie Port, sorry. So that's the first time that's been played in public. Shona has got some
I've got
statements.
some more. Well, I don't have any more whiskey guesses, but we've got loads of what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Last Friday, about 10 minutes after we finished Erica and Rowan Cragg's two boys, they sent us a wee messenger clip of their wee lads, singing the What's in the Box theme tune. I am so sorry for any parents that we are torturing at the moment with the What's in the Box theme tune. Where did we get to? Isabel Smith thinks it might be a cork.
Yep.
Nicola Mitchell, a lucky tatty. Paul Gray thinks it might be the bubble from the spirit level from laying your slabs. Do you think there was a bubble there in the first place?
No, there was.
Harry Lash thinks it might be pottery, or he also thinks it might be ancient soil from Scotland out of the garden.
Yeah, well, it's in the bottom of my boots at the minute.
Kieran Bingham thinks it could be stones. Margaret Stewart thinks it might be a futret.
Futret, Ferret. Futret.
Jamie Bowers thinks it might be a wee dram. Fiona Simmons thinks sheep's teeth. Sandy Thompson thinks hen's teeth.
Hen's teeth, oh, they're rare, right enough.
And Rolf Hare thinks it might be a smaller box in the box.
Okay, like that Russian things.
There's a few hellos. Jimmy Hutchison is watching in Newborough in Fife. Sandy Archer in the States is watching.
Oh, Sandy, how you doing? Nice to see it.
Daria and Gordon in Tarlin. She's wondering where Dougal is tonight.
He was mollocking about a wee while ago, but he is going back to his bed. He's an Almani getting, so he's away for a lie down. Had him out earlier. So. Yeah.
And Harry Lash is wondering what the significance of the chair is that you're sitting on.
Oh, well, this gives me a chance to show off my kilt again. But anyway, this chair here, it's a fantastic chair that. It's very colourful, but this chair was bought during the Tarlin Food and Music Weekend, and although it's not going to happen this year, but every year they have this.
Well, it might happen this year, we don't know.
Oh well, but it seems like it might not happen.
It will.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm jumping the gun there, but it's
nothing official has been
nothing official
said.
yet. But anyway, Tarlin Food and Music Weekend, they have an event called Chair Art, and folk decorate chairs, and then they put them up for auction, and the money goes to charity. So this was one that was made by the Tarlin Brownies, and I suppose the Brownies, if you're not acquainted with them, it would be the equivalent of the Cubs. So I went to the Cubs when I was a young lad, and the Cubs prepare you to go to the Boy Scouts. So the Brownies would prepare you to go to the Guides. So the Tarlin Brownie group made this chair, and I saw that and I thought, oh, I'm going to buy it. So I bought it there. So that's the chair I've been sitting on every one of these concerts we've done. So that is the significance of the chair. So there you go. So thank you, Tarlin Brownies. Right, I'm going to play one more set, and then Shona and I are going to play something quick to finish.
Well, I've got 2 songs still to go.
Have you?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Sorry, I thought you were doing all your songs.
Yeah.
We've had a bit of crossed wires here. I thought she decided she was finished, but she's got 2 more songs, so that's good. Right, well, I'm going to play a tune called New Claret, which is a jig. That's a 9/8 jig. That's going to go into Crossing the Alps, Belladrum House, and finish with a reel called The Highland Man Kissed His Mother. Shona's come back, give you a couple of songs.
Margaret Stewart was saying, oh sorry Paul, that she thought it was a Highlandman kissed his granny. She's wondering if there's 2 tunes. Is there another tune?
I've never seen the granny, but
maybe she's worth kissing as well. We've got a few more guesses for what's in the box. Ian Russell thinks kilt hose flushes. Kieran Bingham thinks it's a deed moose. I think he said a deed moose last time.
Yes, I think he did.
Tracy Adelsey thinks it might be broken bits of pottery. Isabel Crichton thinks it's Wolfburn whiskey. Kate Taylor Ardmore, Matt Donaldson, Glenn Morangy. So there you go. Well, we shall reveal all very soon. I'm going to do a couple of songs. So, like I said, I am doing a few songs tonight that have got the month of May in them, and I thought, well, why do I not just go all out and sing a song that's got every single month in it? And again, this is a song that I don't sing, but I've known of it for years and years and years, and it's kind of one that I know bits of. So I thought, I'm just going to sing that because it definitely mentions me and it mentions every other month. And it's called The January Man, a great song written by Dave Goulder. Paul, can you maybe give me an E? A bottom E, sorry. Okay. The January man, he walks the road in woolen coat and boots of leather. The February man still wipes the snow from off his head and blows his hand. The man of March, he sees the spring and wonders what the year will bring, and hopes for better weather. Through April rain the man goes down to watch the birds come in to share the summer. The man of May stands very still to watch the children dance away the day. In June the man inside the man is young and wants to lend a hand, and grins at each newcomer. And in July the man in cotton shirt, he sits and thinks on being idle. The August man in thousands takes the road to watch the sea and find the sun. September man is standing near to saddle up and lead the year, and autumn is his bridal. The man of New October takes the reins, and early frost is on his shoulder. The poor November man sees fire and wind and mist and rain and winter air. December man looks through the snow to let 11 brothers know they're all a little older. And the January man comes round again in woolen coat and boots of leather, to take another turn and walk along the icy road he knows so well. The January man is here for starting each and every year along the road forever. So there you go, the January man. Not only does it mention May, but it mentions every other month as well. So I'm going to finish off my wee bit, and then Paul and I are going to play something together. Have you got any hellos or anything you want to say before I do this?
Stevie Badger, Fitarland, he thinks it might be Jura.
Okay.
He also made the comment it was a lovely lady's whiskey, which I'm not sure what that means. There are good.
Do you want to pass my lovely lady whiskey over, Paul?
Sure.
I can show everybody my lovely lady whiskey. See if you can guess what this one is.
Smells of melted wellies.
It's a lovely lady whiskey. What a colour. See if you can guess what that is.
Margaret Stewart says, lovely set. Forget about the granny thing. She's not good with names, she says. Lynn Finch, she says hot fiddle, but also says, is it a 4-leaf clover in the box? Gordon Calder, he thinks it might be Dougal in the box.
Nope.
He's little but near that lull. Sandy Archer says that you're amazing, Shona.
Oh,
hello, Rona Lindragon, she's up in
hey,
Thailand.
Rona.
And Joe Aitken says, just keep going, tomorrow's not a school day.
Oh, it is for me. I'm being teacher just now, Joe. Yeah.
Anne N for Sweden,
Oh, hey.
hello again. And Matt Donaldson says, beautiful.
Well, he would have to because he's my dad.
Jamie Bauer says, is it a bluebell?
No.
No. Catherine Robertson up in Tarland at the Aberdeen Arms, and she's watching. Hello, Catherine.
Hello, Catherine.
And that's it so far.
So, as I said earlier, I am revisiting my songs from the musicals tonight to finish off. If you have a favourite song from a musical, and by musical I do mean like a vintage one. I'm not into like all the new ones. I mean, I like Andrew Lloyd Webber, fine enough. But I'm not going to go all out with Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. But I am partial to an old musical, kind of think Gene Kelly, that kind of, yeah. So this song that I'm going to finish off my wee bit is a song from one of my favourite musicals when I was little. And I loved it so much that I took it quite seriously. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And if you remember Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, there was a lady called Truly Scrumptious. And when I was small, I'm not going to tell you how old, but I was at school age.
25.
Shushed, I was at school, in primary school. I thought Truly Scrumptious was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. I thought she was like just the be all and end all. And I wanted to be Truly Scrumptious, to the point that I changed my name to Truly. And even at school, I wouldn't answer to Shona. I would only answer to Truly Scrumptious. So my mum and dad and my sister had to call me Truly Scrumptious. And it's gotten to the point that even our two boys, Hector and Roddy, sometimes call me Truly. So what other song could I sing but Truly Scrumptious from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? There's so many other great songs from that musical. Toot Sweets, remember that one? Toot Sweets, do 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 do. Hushabye Mountain was another great one from that musical. You Two was a song that I used to sing to the boys when they were little. Do you remember that one, Paul?
No.
You see, we three get along so famously, 'cause you two love me and I love you too. So I used to sing that to the boys when they were little. But I'm going to sing Truly Scrumptious. It was Sally Ann Howes that played Truly Scrumptious in the film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But she actually was offered the role because Julie Andrews turned it down. I'm saying I'm glad Julie Andrews turned it down. I'm sure she would have done a great job of it. But Sally Ann Howes, I think, was just... I love Truly Scrumptious. Can you give me a low A, please, Paul? A low A.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're giving me the total wrong note. Okay. Truly scrumptious, you're truly, truly scrumptious. Scrumptious as a cherry peach parfait. When you're near me, it's so delicious. Honest, truly, you're the answer to my wishes. Truly scrumptious, though I may seem presumptuous, never, ever, ever go away. Our hearts beat so unruly, because I love you truly, honest, truly, I do. Truly scrumptious, you two are truly scrumptious. Scrumptious as a breeze across the bay. When you're smiling, it's so delicious, so beguiling. You're the answer to my wishes. Truly scrumptious. are truly scrumptious, and I shan't forget this lovely day. My heart beats so unruly, I also love you truly, honest, truly I do. My heart beats so unruly, I also love you truly, honest, truly I do. What a bit of nonsense. Right, are we gonna reveal all?
Back in his chair.
My lovely lady whiskey is Iron Brew, by the way, for anybody that was wondering.
Practically glows in the dark, that stuff. So, right, nearly finished. But a few bits and pieces to tidy up. Jane D. Roberts from Philadelphia. Hello Jane, how you doing? She plays the cello. Karen Fraser, she's asking for the Black Hills, a Dakota.
Oh, I sung that.
Kate Taylor thinks it's Chivas Regal. Daria Muir thinks it might be Glendronach Sherry Cask. Anne Dye is here from Virginia. Hello. And Mara Shea is here as well. So let's see, we'll do that first.
We've had 2 correct guesses, actually.
Yeah, we have actually.
Ooh, Fitz the Fusky.
And both of these folk live pretty local, and I think the reason they got it right is they go into the shop in Tarland and they ken if it's probably on a good offer in the shop. But this week it's Jura. For the west coast, southwest actually.
So Gillian Needham got that right.
And Steve Badger, good lad. He's a fantastic modeller, and I didn't mean in the catwalk. I mean he marks Spitfires and tanks and that kind of thing. But he does some fantastic work. Anyway, so there we go. So that's
well
that.
done, you two, for getting that
well
correct.
done. Now,
what's in the box? What's in the box?
This. You'll hear this in your sleep tonight.
What's in the box? 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 What's in the box?
What's in the box?
No correct
that's
guesses.
beautiful. Persian box. What's inside it this time?
Something rattly.
I have to be careful not to rattle it too much this time because actually I don't like the bracket.
You might have noticed that Paul's missing something this week.
Nobody noticed that I am not wearing my pocket watch. So that's what it is. If I just
Your bow's right in my face. Thank you.
see, there you go. And if you might be able to hear it. Can you hear that? Sticking. Oh, it actually opens up both sides. And that's what I wear with my kilt. And I do love this watch. The thing about it is I must have lost about 4 or 5 watches over the years because I hate playing with stuff in my hands and my wrists when I'm playing. I even took my wedding ring off when I play. There it is, just in case you're wondering, Shona. I always take it off because I just hate things on my hands. Just like I hate playing with a jacket because I feel it constricts me. Sorry.
Okay.
So, pocket watch, and it's got a couple of what are known as fobs. That goes into your button hole. And I've got one like a horseshoe, and it's like jet that's in there, not barrels there. And then we've got this that I added on, which is actually a Cairngorm. It's a Victorian one that came off a charm bracelet, but it's a Keeker. It's a Cairngorm, which is a smoky quartz that you find up in the Cairngorms. That's why they're called Cairngorms, but it's smoky quartz. And they were commonly used. It's semi-precious. And you can now tell it's a proper Cairngorm because they're always cold to touch. So there you go. That's what's in the box this week. So tune in next week and we'll have something equally
exciting
and unlikely to guess. So there you go. We're going to finish with a couple of reels. Thanks for looking in again. We've maybe rattled on a bit too long again, but no going on anymore. I've been here for weeks. This is 6.5 weeks of lockdown.
You'll know that obviously Paul and I aren't working at the moment because what we do is relying on the public. So as always, our shows on Facebook Live will go up on YouTube as well. They are free to watch, we don't charge anything, but if you do feel like putting something in the tip jar, you can donate. It's www.paypal.me/Paul Anderson Shona Dawn. And it's only Shona Dawn because we couldn't fit Shona Donaldson in the box on PayPal.
So, cheerio folks, we'll play a couple of tunes.
Thank you very much for joining in.
And these are 2 tunes that I learnt, oh gosh, it was still in the 90s. We did an album, there was a small group of us called the Explosive Fiddlers. Now, this would have been actually even before the Blazing Fiddles started, but there was, it was Charlie McCarran, Duncan Chisholm, James Alexander, and who else was there? Andy Thorburn on the piano, and there was myself. And we did a tour. I think it came off the back of Spayfest that Eric McGilvery, who organised stuff, he thought it would be a great idea. So we had an album's worth of material, and this is one of the sets that we played. And the first tune is by Charlie McCarran. It's called Bulgarian Red, which is nothing to do with a Yugoslavian spy, but it is to do with a bottle of Bulgarian red wine. And then an Irish tune to finish. We didn't play a lot of Irish tunes actually, but we can quite a few, but this is one we're going to play tonight. It's called the Banshee. So nice to see you folks.
Thanks very much.
See you next week. We'll have a workshop on reels on Wednesday, and then we'll be back here 8 PM UK time next Friday. So take care, and we'll see you later. Straight in.
Tune up here.
Good night folks, take care, bide at home, and do not drink disinfectant.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.